this.
Hold on, it was not communism that built China, it was capitalism.
Thank you.
It's because
and they don't practice a full communism in China.
The same capitalism that built America, that built China.
They don't practice a full
China communism is different. That's why America don't like it.
Thank you.
Different from Cuba.
It's a democratic communism that they practice there in Cuba, in China. So
just remember, China poor in China come from way down here in a man.
And China practice the capitalism just like America.
Exactly.
Yes. So stop it. My dear, go back and read some more.
China's system is not democracy like how America with
it's not a fully democracy country, but they practice democracy policies.
No, wait. I want to understand what Fire is saying. Fire, are you saying you think here in Jamaica we should adopt a communist? No, I hear him talk himself. Is that what you are saying, Fire?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
What are you saying? No, wait. Give me a chance. What are you saying?
I never said nothing about you should have a communist system. I say you have all of this concern about communism, but yet a communist country is people are boss of China buy up the country and colonize the country and this kind of thing. And China is a socialist.
They hear them party and not colonize the country.
Anyway, no. Fire. Don't concern.
Also get on board to Fire.
You can come here and start your own party Fire.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, man, come and start your own party.
Other parties already exist, but them can't.
And nobody's stopping them. But nobody's stopping them. There is no system in Jamaica that's forcing anybody to not have another political party.
No system.
You're going to have to put in the work.
Them can force them out, just like how them doing the third party.
Hey, Fire. Nobody's forcing out anybody. But what you need to understand is that it took decades for those parties to establish themselves. So if you think you're going to come, if you think you're going to come, run in an election and win 30 seats, that's not going to happen. So you're going to have to be ready to come and put in the work.
Because even Marcus Garvey did start a political party and them run him out. So that means the system, the colonial system.
Who run out, Garvey? Answer that question. Who run him out?
Jamaica run him out. The leaders, the rulership, the colonial rulership.
Which party run him out? Which party?
One time it was the colonial rulership, so the parties were in power.
Fight against Marcus Garvey. When Marcus Garvey, the first deportee the world ever recognized, and when he came, PNP was in power. And what did they do to him? Come on, let's not go there.
That was a colonial system. That was under direct British rule.
Fire.
Ruling then, I consider them
Fire. The short answer to your question is
get the information and come back for true.
Yeah, the short answer to your question is you can come here and start your own political party. Anybody can start a political party. Go ahead and do it.
Next year election is due, Fire, and you better be here in Jamaica, and you better come and vote for Labour Right Party. And I'm telling you that.
You know what I think with Fire? You know what I think is Fire's problem? He's one of those Americans that lives in Jamaicans that went abroad, lives there for years upon years, and now they
think have something good about him. I'm not going to bash him.
Can I say something good
please?
About him? I didn't say that.
You better find yourself in Jamaica, Fire, next year and prepare to vote for the Jamaica Labour.
Hold on, give guys one at a time. Give Marcia a chance. Go ahead, Marcia.
He has, live abroad, and now that they come and they see they have all the solution to the problem, the ills in Jamaica. They have all the solution. Just cut out the two-party business, man, and we can have one-party system and everything is solved.
No, that's not what you said.
I never said nothing about
No, I didn't say that. I did not. I said people like him who lives in the state for a long time. And now
one party system. Okay. That's
and now they would prefer. They have all the problem to solve crime.
You're
have all the problem to solve crime because crime is the problem. They don't see where the crime start from. It's just like you having cancer and you just take off your breast and leave the root of the cancer.
Even the pale people, Master, when they are not in politics, when they are not in government, they see all the solution, and when they are ruling the country, they don't do nothing. Nothing.
Exactly. So this is what I'm seeing from him without reading about what is happening, without researching.
You're ruling the country now, so we give it some time and hopefully,
appreciate that, my brother. Have a nice day.
Confused to me.
Have a nice day.
Hey, yo, Marcia. Marcia, what's amazing is that a lot of these people from the US that come back here, they're highly critical, they're still like fire.
Yes.
We need to have more political parties. How many political parties do they have in the US? 2.
So let me ask a question though. One question. Let me ask a question though, guys. Let me ask.
But they have more than 2.
Let me ask a question though.
There are only 2 political parties in the US. Stop it.
Hold on, guys. Are you hearing me?
They have more than 2, but
Hello?
it's 2 that control the government.
There was just a Canadian who was running for a seat in Jamaica in the last election.
Hold on, guys. Marcia, are you guys hearing me?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so I just want to ask a question because I noticed that this has become a trend. When 18 years ago, 16 years ago, 15 years ago, 12 years ago, no one had came on a platform and said all these things. And I noticed that and it seemed to with my friend earlier, Garfield earlier, I said it to him the same way. Well, now that the country is at a standing where we are recognized and our economy is booming, investors are coming in and feel comfortable to invest. Our country is growing. We can see it. People's lives are getting better. Teachers, nurses, civil servants. Now that this is happening, all of a sudden, everybody from the West Bubble, all the diaspora, and they all have something to say how to make the country better. Where were they 12 years ago? Where were they 15 years ago? Where were they 10 years ago to say and to come out and make all these broad statements?
They were
and
in
now
hiding.
that Andrew Holness is doing this job, is it that them either get ideas or them just not want to see the country move forward? I'm confused. But Fire, I'm not bashing you, darling. You're welcome back on my platform, but you have to go back, research, and come back and give us something so we can run on or we can debate and have conversation on. But for now, your mind kind of too young for them grown folks on this live right now, okay?
Like what you said a while, where all of this is coming from after this big progress start to trend. I love that.
It's not hard to see where it's coming from. This is the first time in the country that people can't realistically complain about the economy having high interest rates and high unemployment because the numbers are there. So you hear people get up and they'll say, oh, my felt reality, the reality that I feel is that those numbers are not credible. When they turn around and they look at crime and they see the numbers trending down, them say, oh, I still feel as if crime is a problem. And when that's not good enough, they'll tell you that the problem that Jamaica have is that the King of England is the head of state, as if that's the real reason that's holding us back. Or them turn around and say, it's because the toilet in the courthouse flooding over, and that is the thing that's holding the country back. They're always going to find some little issue to try point to once the government start tackle certain things. See? They're going to get up and continue to complain, and what the government does have to do is remain focused. We mentioned the whole thing about what's happening in terms of healthcare. You see what's happening in terms of unemployment. You see what's happening in terms of economic growth. And it's the shift is just going to continue. They're going to address the issues of the roads. They're going to address the issues with water. They're going to address issues regarding education and productivity. See? But you're still going to have people on the other side, one power, who will be trying to find something to complain. That's just how it is. Yeah? That's just how it is.
Well said.
So, like I said, guys, today is Saturday. I'm inviting anyone that is down in the comment section, any guests that are new to politics in Jamaica, if you're a diaspora, if you're in the diaspora area and you have concern, you have questions, you're an undecided voter, you're concerned about what's happening, whether it's good or bad, we welcome you on the platform. So let's discuss about Jamaica's future, what's happening now and what is to come under Andrew Holness, what is to come if Marky British even stand a little chance, what to expect from the People's National Party, where the People's National Party had us in the 90s, and have the People's National Party changed since then? What about them change? Are they still a Manley party? Or are they still a party of, are they branch after a Marky British party? What are they? We don't know. But these questions can be answered, so we can have this conversation. So if you're undecided voter or you already decided your mind but you just have questions, you can always request to come on up and we will try to inform and educate you as best as we can.
Anyway, host, now free up your box and thing, all right? Thanks, people. Right. Have a good time.
Yes, darling. Question to Philippine. Did you watch on what was I telling you? The development that's gonna happen in Portland, Philippine? Did you see all the development that is expected for the future of my great Portland?
Yeah, I am aware of the urban center in Bombrook,
yes.
And the new road.
Yes, I know that area very well, New Road. Very well. And let me say, I like when my prime minister say that we don't want to bring no big industrial, big hotel franchise into Portland. We want to keep Portland as it is, you know?
Yeah.
And so I love that. When I hear him say that, I said, oh my God, this is my prime minister. One Portland, and for all who don't know, shower Portland. No matter how them try, them are going to put who are Portland, never, not in Portland. So, yeah. Hold on, guys. I'm doing 50 million things one time.
So, Fire, you have anything else you'd like to discuss or ask?
Oh, yeah, boy. It don't even really make sense, you know, because if we bring up any concerns, it might become a partisan thing, see? But another thing where I kind of feel a kind of way about is the amount of foreigners that own the businesses in Jamaica, see?
Okay.
We already know Chinese, Indian.
Okay. I have food in my mouth. I just want to respond to you.
Okay, yeah, because when I say like, especially in the like busy areas and tourist areas and thing, when you see the stall them selling the souvenirs and Jamaica products and them thing, there's pure foreigner. So I'm like, you know, what's the meaning of this? What's the meaning of this? What to me is like, what development mean if the indigenous people is not getting the bulk of the benefit? Cause to me, it seemed like foreigner I get the majority of the benefits. That's what it looked like to me.
Fire, do you know of any indigenous Jamaicans that have the capital to initiate those businesses and they were rejected to accommodate foreigners?
All right, so you're saying is the money then?
No, but listen, the money is available to them through the Ministry of Industry and Commerce via the Bank of Development Bank of Jamaica, where you can get business grants and loans.
But how many persons are requesting it?
Not many.
Okay.
So we just sit and say nothing go on. But I am aware of 8 persons getting at least $20 million each the other day in grant.
I saw it too.
Yeah.
20 million that they don't have to pay back.
They don't have to pay it back.
And then so not now go on to Jamaica, and these are young business persons.
A farmer got a loan of $2.5 million the other day. Right? And if you go out and you're skilled and you have your own business, you can get up to $500,000 to borrow if you have a level 4 certificate.
Well, no. When we go around and see most of the business them is foreigner are running. So
But what can you do about foreign investment? We need investors, whether it's local or foreign.
Exactly, Philippines. That's the point that I'm getting at. We
cannot do without investors. It is the local man, them don't want to farm and invest in them own country. They might look on the white man. Well, when there are resources,
I
they
watch the Chinese man.
And them are going to listen to somebody who negative to us, who is already negative, and I say nothing now, and them are going to listen to them. Right? They are not going to make an attempt to try and seek out information for themselves. Them just going to run with the narrative that nothing now go on. When there is a bank that can serve them, there's a venture capital program at the Development Bank of Jamaica. Right?
all right. I mean, I'm telling you what I see. Seeing so this is as foreign investment, okay. Okay, I accept what I said because I said me and live in Jamaica and me at this and me at that. So me just accept what I said. But me I tell you what me see with my eyes. So me I say, oh, the country had developed and the Jamaican people is not the one running these businesses. Everywhere me go is beer foreigner. Beer foreigner I sell Jamaican souvenir, I sell this and that. It's like them.
Foreigner sell Jamaican souvenir. Me never said that.
Jamaican souvenir. Me never said that yet.
Neither me. I pay
It's like them limit the Jamaican people to a little area.
Fire. That information that you just spew from your mouth is not correct. I've never seen. Up to the other day, I was in Ocherios at Duns River, and all the craftsmen and women are Jamaicans. I've never gone anywhere on this piece of rock and see a foreigner selling Jamaican souvenir.
Yeah, when we go to Duns River, I pay Jamaicans, me see pay local. I sell them foreign goods, them local goods that they make and craft.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Hi.
Yes, sir.
Fire. Are you more ask a question? Can you say they're America, right? I live in Jersey, I'm working in New York. Every one of them tall billionaires in New York, if you check out who own them, a private investor, yeah? And an American own them. It's private investor. You have people from China all over the place. We do a building, about 72-story building in the middle of Manhattan. And that building there, owned by a Chinese.
Yeah, but we're talking businesses.
No, but what is the business? It's a business. The man will build apartment complex, rent them and sell them. That is business. So when we are trying to explain to you, say, Jamaicans need to get this out of them thick skull and stop believe, say, Jamaica have enough money to spend and invest in a Jamaica itself. We need private investors who come in our country, invest and build our country, because that is what the biggest set of countries in the world do. And get them low mentality thinking out of head, my friend.
All right, so let me ask you this. Right?
Hold on, Fire, before you ask him, where in America are you?
For me?
No, Fire.
I'm in the Midwest. I used to be in New York. I was in New York when I came. I'm not in New York.
Okay, so let me tell you something about New York, people in New York. If you go up on Flatbush Avenue, and if you go up on Church Avenue, Fordham Road, Church, if you go in the Bronx and go Colonial and White Plains, same thing. Chinese, Middle Eastern people, the Arabs, the Chinese, the this, the that. What are you saying? The smallest thing with up on the street in the Bronx, and most of the Arab them want it. And when you're going to Brooklyn, the whole a certain part of Brooklyn are Jews. What are you talking about? Me eat when people come on this, see? Me eat when people come on this and run them out and them live in a country where half. In a Jersey, what am I tell about in a Jersey? Them have a part of Jerusalem named Edison. You see, now Edison, everything at Edison are Indian. Everything over there Indian.
You know, me see how now, right now, as it's
What's wrong with us? We need to come out of this mentality, bro. Come out of it.
You know, me see the present moment. You know, one thing we more for people to know to and know that this is a key thing. You see the road infrastructure we see a build out the highway. What that do is that create opportunity for other investors coming in, and then you're gonna see the real growth where Jamaica need to get. If we don't have proper,
Who own the majority of companies in America? The majority.
The
majority of things in America
Jews,
is foreign
baby,
owned.
Jews. Yes, babes, yes.
And then get whole leeway, my friend. Them,
but the Jews is America. Israel is America. They are America.
It's like them on all of the township them, the Jew better tell the street. So everywhere you go right now, you see infrastructure go, look at who and check a suite and see who you see some man and some black gold.
But you know why I mentioned the DBJ?
They are American.
Holland Fire. You know why I mentioned the DBJ, the Development Bank of Jamaica? People are complaining that the Chinese are opening wholesale and they are opening this business and whatever. I mentioned the DBJ because I am telling my black brothers and sisters that, hey, if you have a business plan, there is a bank available for you to get a loan and open one wholesale too. You can invest in your country. You can start one farm. You can start export and help to contribute positively to your country. That's what I am saying when I mention the DBJ. Instead of you, I go complain and say, oh, the white man and the Chinese, them are built up in our country and whatever, and we can't. No, we have to cut out of that mentality. The poor mind, Michael man, the mentality where we run out the people, the entrepreneurs, the people with capital that help to build our country. We get that mentality from the 70s under Michael Manley.
The thing is, Philippians, I want to ask Fire as well. If it is that we decide to say, okay, there's too many foreigners in Jamaica and we need to create space for our local persons, which would be good, right? And let's say the government decides to usher those persons out, right? Where will the people that those businesses be employed to? What will
I said the people, the majority of the commerce I see is foreigners. I want to tell them say I have foreign investment, so don't worry about that. All right, so I'm gonna ask you something else. Who benefit the most? The biggest industry, right, is tourism, right? Who benefit and make the most money out of tourism? Jamaican local people or foreign interests?
To answer your question, I'm going to ask you a question, right? Who do you let's say that business opportunities in Jamaica, I decide that I'm going to take my millions from Spain to invest in Jamaica to start up a hotel. Who do you think should benefit more? Me, who came from Spain with my money to invest, are the workers? Who should benefit more? Do you think a worker should benefit more than a boss?
Naturally, if I'm a Spanish person coming to a place to do business, I'm doing it to benefit myself and my business.
Okay. So
right?
What is wrong with that?
First, my shareholders,
because
my
that
shareholders
is business.
and my investors is my first obligation.
But all right, so good evening.
Give me a little chance.
Good evening, everybody.
Yeah, evening everyone. Evening everyone. Me listen a little while now. Fire. One of the reasons why we are where we are, is because of laziness, Our young people who go through university is very lazy. They're supposed to come out of university, graduate from university, and be entrepreneurs, set up business. But instead of that, what them want to do? Them come out and want to work with government and private sector people. Then they want to take the risk. Nobody want to take the risk. And business, you have to learn to take risk, fire. And that is what kill me out. Some of we don't want to take no risk. Some of we just want to start from the top and know so we have to start from the bottom and grow. And me, I every opportunity I get, I encourage the youth them we are graduate from university to set up them own business, because that's how our country are gonna grow. And there's no fault of the foreign investors to come in our next country and invest in, because they are business people. And if
feel good argument. So anybody from any corner can come to me and say, oh, I'm push the immigrants are going to take all the jobs, them kind of argument, and you run with that because it feels good. But at the end of the day, this is business. And I'll tell you why I say that. You just to give an example, I have no problem with Chinese building on roads. I have absolutely no problem. You know why? Because there is no local contractor in Jamaica that can produce the kind of work and the kind of magnitude that we want. Case in point, you look at a Jamaican contractor was subcontracted to participate in the Trelawney leg of the St. Thomas leg of the highway, and it mashed up in a couple of days, right? So at the end of the day, a business rule, government have to make good strategic business sense, and I feel good to this.
Yeah, I agree with what the Brethren said before. I agree with what the Brethren said before. You need a culture of where the people.
So you're right. With the fire art. So Carl, you're right. You're absolutely right. We need to change our mindset. There needs to be a mindset shift. The feel good argument don't go away at the end of the day. It's called business.
My question is: does the government have any responsibility in creating that?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So then the government can do something. The government can do something to foster a culture of business among the Jamaican people themselves.
Yes.
Where we can develop business and not just say, oh, we can't do this. Is the foreign people have the money and the foreign people have this and that. You know what I mean? If there's something the government can do, shouldn't they be exploring? Shouldn't there be a local initiative thing where they say, all right, how can we see how the tourism sector can impact the inner community, the inside, because most of the tourist dollars not
right,
reaching.
Mr. Speaker.
No, the name of fire. I just fire.
All right, fire. Sorry, America, sorry. Hear me now. It all start with governing. So if you have a foreign investor coming into your country, because guess what, the rules is it run both ways. Because if me leave from Jamaica and come to Florida with my investment, there are protocols you have to follow within the local government in order to set up a business. It should be the same way if it reverse, if foreign investor coming to your country. Let's just say what the lady said first about say the Spanish coming into the hotel industry. What the government should be instilling is that if you put a hotel there should be legislation on the books that the local grassroots people should and be first to have what you may call it, somewhat of a rite of passage to get work. Remember, you're in our country,
But
And you
hold on.
can't.
But hold on. 1 second, my brother. Never mean for cut you, but that
Yeah.
is in place. The government always said. The government always said, and I don't know. Sometimes some of us, maybe me myself too, when I listen keenly, and that is a problem. The government always said to the contractors, to the foreign contractors, our business people, watch a man, you need to use up our local contractor as subcontractors. We need to use up our manpower as
hold on there, hold on.
labor.
Me not cut you, but listen, hold on. You know what the problem me define? You know the problem me define? Although these was
Who's talking?
legislation.
Who's talking? Amar? Amar? Who's talking? Who's talking?
No,
Is it
no.
no?
No, I don't
What's
get any
up?
time yet.
Hold on. Who's talking though?
I'm still waiting for my turn.
Who's talking? Is it Amar?
Hold on, let me just
I just want to know.
let me
who's
just
talking,
finish the
'cause
statement.
Who is talking? Who wants to finish the statement?
Zion.
Zion.
Is it the barge who is speaking?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Okay. Just, all right. So, all right. Tone your voice down a little bit because you're shouting.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's all right. I'm sorry about that. It's all like me to try to. All right, let me just finish
You're
this
not
quickly.
Can I say
talking.
something?
Yeah,
Can
we're
I
not
say something
fighting.
for a
Just
second?
tone your voice. Who wants to say
All right.
something? We can have
Can I say
Let-
something
hold
for
on.
Let me
little?
just finish
Omar,
the statement.
Omar.
Let him land. Let
Just
him
1
land, and
second.
then you can go. Let him land, darling. Go ahead and land, sir.
All right.
All right. Although these things were put in place to enforce that, certain legislative rules are followed, you look on it after a period of time and you realize it's not going the same way because these investors come into the country, and when you look at, say, entertainment, for example, because I owned a business there where I had, dancers going into the hotel to entertain the guests when they come on a vacation. You realize these Spanish hotels, what they do, they build hotels, and instead of following the rules like was put that was put on books to ensure that the locals have a job, you know what they did? They send overseas and bring their people in to do the entertainment. It's not just alone putting these things in place, but the government have to make sure that they work. They have to follow them up and insist that these people follow the rules. You can't just put them into place and leave them. And then 2 years later, they do what they want to do. These things must be enforced. And if it's not enforced, we, the local people, suffer. And before you know it, we're pushed aside. And let's just say Nigger turn into a Spanish community. It shouldn't be like that. It's our government responsibility to look after us, the grassroots people.
Okay, thank you. All right, thank you, Land, please. Just, if you're going to speak again, I don't know. You sound very angry. Maybe you need to turn your volume down because you're coming off you're coming off to me as angry and you're shouting. And it's not just me hearing it because my guest in the comment section is also saying that.
I am very sorry. I'm sorry if I come across as being angry, but probably passionate, but not angry.
Angel,
Okay. Yes,
I have been accused of.
Good evening.
Hold on, baby. Hold on. This person wanted to talk. Who is it? Hold on, Carl. I'm going to get a chance, Carl. Who want to talk? Omar,
good
go
evening.
ahead, darling. I've never heard
Omar,
that
good evening.
platform. Go ahead.
All right, so I don't know how you look at it. I don't want to take over your platform, but I'm just saying something. Basically, I'm here listening, and it's trying to learn something. I saw 99 person on the live, right? You got a live goal, and I don't see anybody at all. If I'm set a live goal, nothing, no tap scream, nothing. I mean, if we never talk, something makes sense. So much people who are on the live listening. So I beg you, just give a little taps, and share the live and make a reason. Look better. But basically, me have a little intake for say.
Yes.
Me have a little intake for say. Where this gentleman just talked a while ago. He's talking the truth, but everywhere you go, in every country is the same thing because we as Jamaican, we go America go work. Remember them take we up in them country for work, and them somehow go to Canada. And when you go in other country, no for the time them not ensure that we are right. Them just can we come let to go here, so them treat we anyway, and we have to take it. So everywhere it go, my brother, and those Jamaica are so alone. Everywhere.
Facts. And what you're saying is farm work, we have been migrating and going to different countries to do farm work and to go work and to go put into their economy. So it's everywhere. And so the same way how the Chinese people come over here in Jamaica and invest, it's the same way how my friend earlier, his name is Garfield. He came to this country and he has invested in America because he owns a body shop, he buys and sells cars, and he owns a mechanic shop. So he's also contributing to this economy. So it goes everywhere that you go. You migrate to Canada. If you don't want to work for anyone, you're gonna have to own your own business. If you leave from China, go to Jamaica, you don't want to work for anybody. You're gonna open your own business. So you're 100% right, sir. Thank you.
Angel, and guess what?
Yes.
You know the question for ask, would these Jamaicans who make that statement here, would you like to go in a different man country? And because you're not from that country, they make it hard or whatever it is to you for invest. Own a business or something like that. So we have to be careful where we are called for. Because it's two and club. Same things we want if somebody going to a different country, I same thing for one. If somebody come and want to invest in our country, why we feel that beat it?
That is true, Diane. Because that's how I run with that's how I run with the people them.
All right, we can ask you something. Would you ever go to China and see pure Jamaican run the majority of the businesses? Would you ever see that?
But hold on, fire.
It's not necessary. China already, everybody at China who want them business, them people are entrepreneur, them have the mindset of being them own a boss, them are do them business. So there is
I'm gonna ask another question.
There is no China for no one to go in and do no business. There is
Hold on, fire. I want to say something and then I'm going to give Carl a chance because Carl has been trying to talk. But fire, you know what, this Prime Minister, what he would like to see for all of our young people in Jamaica? Do you know what the generational change that he wants to change? You know, when my mother migrated to this country, she never used to do and say certain things, you know, because your parents can't give you what was never given to them. Them can't hug you every night before you go to bed and kiss you and say, I love you. They were never given that. So they can't in return give it to you when they never received it. They have to teach you and give you what they were given as a child. And so my father is up in the ages 90-something, almost 100. So, you know, my parents is old and they wasn't given a certain way. They wasn't shown certain things. I'm saying this to say, generational wealth is based on what you were talking about. When, what's his name said, being your own boss, having the mindset of being an entrepreneur. That's coming from generational wealth passing down to generation. You have a car wash, you have a mechanic shop, you have anything you have. Your young child coming in there to work from their 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're teaching them how to run a business, how to manage a business, because when something happens, son, this will be yours. Whether it is farming in Portland, whether it is shopkeeping, whether your father, your mother was a nurse, a doctor, whatever it is, we should be teaching our children to be better than us and to pass on generational wealth. We have to have the mindset of entrepreneurship, owning things and building things. Let me ask you a question, Fire. What do you own in Jamaica?
What do I own in Jamaica?
Yes.
Property.
What investment have you invested? Can you see it's a property that means so you have the collaterals. You have the collaterals to own and to build.
Jamaica
but you're out here talking. What have you contributed?
Jamaica biggest income is remittances by the foreigners. Where them are style.
Look here, you are deflecting from my question. My question is.
Angel, tell him, don't say no one to give your mother your family who you are. No,
I'm not talking about that. Leave that. Come on, send all in. Me send money from me, so go. Me da Westchester. Me send money from me, so go. The Bronx. Big
Remittances
deal.
is the biggest
Listen,
income in
I'm asking you. That's not what I'm asking you. You're deflecting from my question. What is it that you have invested? What are you investing in Jamaica right now? Because you say you own properties. Them properties can be an investment. You're talking about the Chinese people, but how many Jamaicans leave and come back and do not put back and invest in, but they run their mouth and talk? How many?
No,
And
you
so I'm
can't say
asking
that
you.
because remittances is Jamaica's
I
biggest income.
So,
So you can't diss the foreigner then.
I
You
am
can't
not
diss them. But them
dissing no
help support the
foreigner.
country.
I am a foreigner. Listen to me, Fire. You're not hear my question. You're the one on my platform talking about what Chinese people come by out Jamaica and have businesses. May I ask you, what business you own? What are you doing in Jamaica? What are you doing in Jamaica?
Please ask him, Angel, to provide that information. Where is that statistics? Because remittance is no longer that big thing for Jamaica. It's not true. If you can't provide the statistics,
Exactly, kids. Oh, Kizzy?
yes, tourism already, and agriculture take over from remittances a long time. People now send money again. The way people are being foreign in the country. Inflation, their money. They're not sending money to Jamaica
People
like
invest, they build house, they provide
Hold on.
Airbnb.
Fire, here's the question I'm going to ask you. Let's say I can bring the remittance something in it. All right. Me have two sons of Jamaica.
But in the answer, call Dejan, I want him answer the question. Dejan, me not cut you off, Dejan. Sorry, darling. But I want him answer the question, man. Because for me, who want to go back? You know what I'm going back to do? And I actually have a conversation with Dr. Tufton. While he was on the live, I had a conversation briefly with him and asking him about ambulance services in Jamaica. As an EMT medic in the US, I would like to go back and have such of a business. And he gave me some advice as to what to do. That is my plan for Portland. So me I ask you that I'm building a house now. We can't take on more than we can manage. Me have to finish at the house before I go buy ambulance. But that is my plan, as having an ambulance system in my beautiful parish of Portland. And it will come. It will happen. And may I ask you, Fire, what is your investment? What business as you try or willing or going to do
working on
in
my
Jamaica?
plan. I'm working on my plan right now, but that's my plan to live. See, so just by being in the country and sending and spending money and having a operation in the country, that is an investment in the country. I'm not saying that, I'm not here demonizing any investors. What I was saying is that any kind of investment should also trickle down to the outside population. My point is that tourism industry, most of that money does not go into the local economy. Most of them all inclusive and big resort where most of the people going, those funds don't trickle down to the grassroots community, most of those funds. So even though you have these big building and big industry and hotel and these things, that money not really benefiting the small local people.
Fire. Here the question I'm asking the general. Me don't know if it, me don't know you. Me don't know if it's, me know why you have a good depth in your business. But how long you migrate from Jamaica?
Long time, Virgin.
Long time, like 90s, the 90s.
Yeah.
But Jenna, he saying go there often.
No, I'm asking about the 90s now. Why? Because the thing is, there's a fundamental thing where these people don't realize what happening now. If him live in Jamaica through the 90s, then that means I'm familiarized with a lot of the local Jamaican business we went under because of the FinSac. And so comes Jamaica upon the edge of I just walk about borrow money all over the place. So guess what? It's an high risk. So people look upon Jamaica as a high risk. So what means there are some people on the risk and come invest because there's no money in a Jamaica for Jamaicans invest. So guess what? People come from outside and may invest. So we are telling we say we for do now, right? Because I will have a damn time there now. And now, if we don't get the economy on the level we're supposed to get, or you think we can dictate to people and tell them, say, listen, this is my country and this is all you're going to do. If we don't set certain standard and deal the way we're supposed to deal. So what this government here do is actually fix the economy. That means when we get the economy on a better level, we can tell people how to invest, when to invest, and what
confidence high.
You understand? That is what I mean in America, because what them do, them build them economy, and when people come to invest, them tell them, because America knows that them have solid ground where they can stand upon. Jamaica needs to get that, so that is what this government is doing. And this is what a lot of we Jamaica need to appreciate what this government is doing.
Mary says something to you. Mary says something where we check in pan, you know.
Angel.
Yeah?
Beg your talk, please.
How would that?
Yeah, Carl.
Go on.
Yeah, you know, Fire sound like him is a vanguard for the Jamaican workers against the investors and so. But Fire, my brother, I tell you something. You see the investors, them, especially the Chinese, they are disciplined set of people. They men are the foolishness. And things work both ways. Right? There is right for the employee and there is right for the boss. Right? So we have to understand this. And from our people don't discipline enough for run nothing for themselves, and even when them are work, they are not disciplined for even go to work. Them supposed to reach around 8 o'clock, but them are left them yard 8 o'clock. The Chinese not in that. The Chinese say you for the pan spot. And the government is doing so much in terms of lobbying with the Chinese contractors where workers is concerned. Because never before, I was having a conversation with a virgin the other day, and he's telling me about how much money I get from my work with the Chinese them and so forth. And it's the government, because of the government, or the government lobby with them and put laws and rules and regulation in place so that them can get a proper wages. Now, if a man even work $1 million a day, him still a go complain. Him a go complain and say him should have work 2 million. Because what happens most of the time is that people budget above them earning. You know, Mark, you know, you that earn one little $10,000 a week, you never have no credit card, no this card and that card. But as soon as your earning step up to all 30,000, you start about a credit card where you get a maximum of 100,000. I don't know how that pan out. And sometimes you maximize that. You can't pay the bill every month because you not earn that. So we have a lot to be blame ourselves for. And one of the most important things what we must learn to do is to have self-discipline. So yes, the investors is here, and the government, to answer your question, Fire, the government put things in place to protect the investors and also to protect Jamaican workers.
Give thanks. One more quick question if I can, Bridget. One more question too.
Hold on, Fire, hold on.
I want to say something.
Get go out.
Two things. So as we're having this conversation, two things I don't want to lose sight of. One, because normally when we talk about investing and we start to compare Jamaicans to Chinese and other investors, we say, oh, Jamaica get the shit end of the stick. Two things.
Okay, how you doing?
There's nothing in Jamaica now that is preventing a Jamaican from investing or creating a business. In fact, it is encouraged, and you can find support. You can get support from the government, from the financial support from DBJ. You can get incubator advice from Jamaica Business Development Corporation and other entities. So that's one message I don't want us to lose. There is nothing locally that is preventing Jamaicans from investing and being entrepreneurs. It is encouraged. And two is when they talk about investors, you can't place a Jamaican and an investor on the same level, because one, the investor that is coming to Jamaica is coming with venture capitalist funds. An ordinary Jamaican like me and you don't have that, right?
But
They are coming with their own money, they're coming with their own people, they have capital.
The
them say, when I talk
hold
about
on, Rich.
investor, them say, when you are investor, them are compare me. Them are compare me to
HR, the
institutional investors.
CMBBJ has a venture capital
there you go,
program.
exactly. So that's what I said, Philippine. There are avenues in the government that we can find support, financial support, and incubator advice from the government system. But in comparing the local man, the local man who wants to start a business, remember, if you go start from scratch, the investor is coming with a whole heap of venture capitalists behind him. You get me? So we have to be very careful and very mindful of the context when we
That's
have
what they said to me when them tell me, say, well, you are investing in Jamaica, so that's what they comparing me to the institutional investor, because when I bring up the investment argument, one of them come and say, well, you are do what you invest in, what you are do for Jamaica, what's your investment? So they're comparing me.
Yeah, because you typically when I tell us still then, see? You in a position where you're in a different country, right? Where the economy is far more better than Jamaica. So your economy is far more better than the Jamaican economy. So you may have a better chance to get a loan to invest, right? And start something and start from the down up. Easier than a Jamaican who actually the Jamaica, because the economy is not that 100, but it's doing good, but it's not that 100. But at the end of the day, you know are in a better position to invest back in the country. So here go on. You are Jamaica. Back in your thing and take a time and grow. And then eventually we'll push out them people out because guess what, we'll take back what is rightfully ours. You understand me? There's nothing I stop a person from buy a piece of property and use the piece of property as collaterals and invest back in the country. There is nothing at all now stop you get a lawyer, you get a paperwork, you sign up for your start. People left from the US, people left from Canada sell their house and invest back money in Jamaica and then becomes millionaires in Jamaica. So what we need to do is the same thing. Everybody just play them role and stop complaining about the Chinese. The Chinese are what them have to do now because we need the revenue for build the country, so we need them now. But at the end of the day, we could put yourself in some position now we can actually do what we need to do and stop complaining about the Chinese. Them.
I want to say something, DJ. You see, you see, generational wealth. As we're talking about generational wealth is not only created through entrepreneurship. You see, a man who works a 9 to 5. And some entrepreneurs will tell you, if you're not prepared to suffer some headaches, don't take up entrepreneurship. You see a man who work at a 9 to 5, and if you have good advice, he can flip that and own some asset, that far outweigh any asset that as entrepreneur will have, So generation, the argument is twofold. So yes, entrepreneurship is encouraged. It is good for generational wealth because you own something, you can pass it down to your children and your family. But that's not the only way to create wealth. If you are working 9 to 5 and you're a 9 to 5 person, you can create generational wealth and own assets if you have the right advice and if you flip your money good.
Facts. So, are you guys hearing me? Are you hearing me?
Yeah, man, you're an angel.
All right, so look, we have Fire on here for a minute now. And I feel like Fire really want to learn some things. And so let us not lose this opportunity. Fire, I hear everything you're complaining about. But you did make a point earlier when you say that the country is growing, that you have seen infrastructures and roads. That's a plus, because over the 18 years, we didn't see any of those things, and now it's happening. So I want to ask you, what is it that is the biggest concern for you now, right now, in the country? Don't tell me about the music. Don't tell me about individual people, because we are a country. We are out of many one people. And the Prime Minister cannot change the mindset of the people. Okay, so please do not tell me about the music that people listen to. I need one thing, sir, that right now is a concern for you in the country. And we will help you and clarify and see if we can help you moving forward about that one thing.
All right, well, since you said one thing and you said nothing intangible, nothing spiritual, because like you said, my biggest concern was spiritual. But in terms of a physical concern, my concern would be the crime rate and the unalive rate perception and what that does to the people who want to invest on a grassroots level in Jamaica. The people that are foreign who might not really know, who don't really go there as often and on the ground and know. What I'm telling you is that the perception from foreign is that the place out of control with the crime and violence, and that prevents investment from the grassroots Jamaican themselves. So then the foreigners have to go in and do and fill up the slack. And so that would be my concern, the crime, as far as a physical thing, the perception of the crime from abroad. Jamaican would invest more money inside of the economy, but they have a perception that the crime and violence is out of control, and they feel scared and nervous that if them go invest